So I nearly dropped an entire mug of coffee on my bed, which wouldn't have been great. So this is a different day. I am still wearing the same jumper because it's absolutely freezing in my room. I pretty much live in a basement, and that thing there is just full of cardboard. So if like people are like, oh, you don't take your trash out, it's literally just full of cardboard. I need to go and take it to recycling. So this is a video. I'm not sure how entertaining this video is actually going to be, but it's a video. I should just kind of preface all my videos like that at this point. I need to start setting myself goals because my life is actually falling apart at this point. And so I decided that each month I'm going to set myself 5 to 10 goals, anywhere in between that. This is 7. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to review it. So it's like one of those videos where people talk to themselves in the future, but I'm only doing it a month at a time. So I literally have nothing else for this intro, and I hate when I make stupidly long intros, so I'm going to get into me goals. Here are 7 goals. 26. I don't know what mood I'm in, I am so sorry. So the first goal is simply to drink more water. I am so bad at just drinking liquids in general, let alone water, and it's probably the most basic thing ever, but I really struggle with eating and drinking water at this point, so like, it's basic is good, I guess. And so I need to drink at least 6 cups of water, and then any other thing to get up to 8 can be just like any other liquid at this point. I don't inherently like the taste of water, I like flavour to my liquids. That's already a challenge within itself, is to drink water, and I know about like, I don't really like juice, so I can't even like flavour it that way. I mostly just use apple cider vinegar, which I only do once every week because it can like destroy your mouth and everything, and I use lemon, which again I only use quite sparingly. Yeah, so the first goal is simply to drink more water, at least 6 cups a day. Now I just feel like I'm like pointing to this constantly, like, so the second goal following that, I don't know why I keep clapping. The second goal to follow that is to drink less coffee, and I'm already a hypocrite because I'm on my 2nd cup a day. I'm trying to cut down to the limit of being like 1 cup a day. It's not if I'm addicted to it. I can go days without actually drinking it and I feel perfectly fine. It's more of a comfort thing at this point. Like, I like drinking hot liquids, and again, because I live in a fucking basement, essentially, I get really cold really quickly because my heating like barely works and it's quite a big room. So I drink a lot of coffee to warm me up, and also just as like a comfort thing, like I like having a coffee in the morning as like a routine when I take my meds, because I can't take meds with like cold liquids because they get stuck. So yeah, I want to try and cut down to 1 cup a day. I might go out and get some like proper English tea once I've done this, because I've run out, and that's usually a good substitute for me, is just to drink like breakfast tea. I have like fruit teas in my kitchen, but I don't really like drinking those during winter. It's not like a fruit tea season yet. That's more of a summer thing, I think. So the third goal is to walk more and exercise more. One of the things my doctor like highly emphasized when I got diagnosed was I need to start exercising more, because I used to go on a ton of walks. Over summer I was working, so I was on my feet for like 12 hours a day. Actually, towards the end of last year I was doing pretty well with like a consistent exercise routine, and then all of that just fell apart over Christmas. And so I want to get back into like doing more walks, going outside more, which I'll come into later, and like try and get into a consistent routine again. I also have a lot of joint issues. My shoulder keeps popping out of place, and like my knees and I've always had issues with my ankles. Like, I remember going to the doctors when I was 5 because my ankles kept clicking. It hurts so much, but I found out stretching actually really helps with that. And so I want to get back into stretching. I want to go on a walk at least once a night, like either before or after dinner, because I can't go when it's really dark. 1, woman in the middle of the dark, not good. 2, I live dead in the middle of the city centre, and so I am absolutely terrified to go out at night by myself. And then the problem is, I can't start running yet. I don't love running, but I enjoy it enough to do it. But because I'm asthmatic and it's the middle of storm season, I can't really go out and just run a mile because it will set my asthma off. And I don't feel comfortable going back into a gym yet, and so I need to find stuff to do here. So ideally like some sort of stretching, some sort of just like HIIT workout, some sort of walking every day, and that'll be enough, I think, to start getting me back into it. The fourth one, which is very, very generic, is just to sort my health out in general. In the past few months, I think since about October-ish, I have just been eating like shit, and it's definitely having a negative effect. I've also put on about a stone since October, so So clearly something's going wrong there. So this just kind of encompasses me trying to eat better. I want to, again, this is very basic, I want to try and eat at least 3 to 4 fruits or vegetables a day, but considering I'm going from either 1 or nothing at this point, that is still better. And so ideally try and get it up to like the 5 to 10 range, because that's apparently what we're meant to be eating now. But 3 to 4 a day is like if I hit that, that's great. If I get above it, that's better. And also to try and find B12 and vitamin D supplements, because again, storm season in England, where's the sun? Also, get no natural sunlight in this room, which is probably one of the reasons I'm so depressed at this point. And obviously B12 is important for vegans, and I'm still not getting any B12. I'm gonna look it up, but I'm pretty sure if I eat enough nutritional Yucha Marmite, I should be okay. Or like just fortified cereals at this point. I don't necessarily need to be swallowing pills, I just need some sort of substitute in my body. Number 5 is to get back on top of my uni work. Again, because of I used to have a job. I had to quit that because I was falling behind on all my uni work. Yeah, I need to get back on top of that because that one grade I got really hit me. So yeah, I think this is probably the biggest priority this month, is to try and get back on top of my uni work. 1, because I have exams soon for my French. And then 2, this is the busiest semester I have, and I think I have had since coming to uni, and so I'm struggling at this point. So yeah, watch out for a lot of planning videos in the future. Number 6 is to sort out my finances. I thought I was doing pretty decent on my finances, and then I calculated all of this month's finance, and my goal was to hit 150, or like not go over 150 quid, and I think I ended up doubling that. But to be fair, I still earned more than I spent. And the majority of that did go into savings, so I'm not that mad at it. I still managed to put 300 into savings. I'll go more into depth with this in the next few videos that are coming out, because I've recently, well not recently, in about a year ago, I've really got into financing because I need to start saving a lot of money for after 3rd year. Yeah, at this rate it ain't gonna be happening. So the goal is to spend no more than 20 quid a week, which I know is quite low, but I feel like if I actually really try, I can do it. I usually only spend around £10 a week on food anyway. I've got enough food stored, like dry food and everything stored in my kitchen, that I should be okay for a few weeks. And for context, I live in the middle of the city centre in Nottingham, so like it's not the most expensive city to be living in, and because of the way I was brought up, I'm good at finding deals in grocery stores, and I'm fine shopping at like Lidl and Aldi and everything. So, and also I'm not really one to just go out shopping for the hell of it. Like I really go shopping if I have something in mind that I need to get, otherwise I really don't like it. And so it's not like I'm addicted to shopping or have a problem with shopping, it's just I need to stop going to Spoons and stop buying really, not expensive food, but I need to stop like buying corn and stuff like that. And then the 7th one, and the final one, is to sort out a YouTube schedule, because I don't have a job anymore, and so I should probably get into YouTube a bit more as like a hobby than a job or anything, but I need to supplement that job with something at least, and then so YouTube is gonna be that. Also, it just makes me happy to make videos and stuff. I like being creative. Goal is to try and upload at least 3 times a week, so I think it was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think that was what I put down originally. And because the problem is, I know I have time to be doing the majority of things I want to be doing. It's just like last night I spent 6 hours watching House MD videos on YouTube. I didn't need to do that, and eventually it made me more depressed and it was actually helping, but I don't know. But yeah, I have quite a few YouTube ideas. They're probably not the most original ideas, but they're there. Also, it's helping with my confidence a lot apparently, because the reason I kind of started YouTube in the first place was me and my boyfriend thought it would help me with my confidence, and it's been kind of helping, I guess. But yes, those are all the goals I can think of in March. I will do an update video either by the end of March or beginning of April, and I'll see how I did in them. I know a lot of these are very, very basic goals. I'm starting from ground zero at this point. Like I need to be basic in order to like kind of start hitting things. And I do think doing it like that will help, and obviously as the months go on, I'll start making them harder. But yeah, that's about it. I think I sped through these way too quick, so I'm gonna have to rewatch this and then decide on that. Yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.